What's up, y'all? This is Kool Bubba Ice. That look crazy as hell, right?
All right, and I'm J Comedian, Sing Median, and we are
Meet me at the movie.
We gotta rehearse that or something. It's not.
I know it's
Not
off.
what I expected in my mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight once we start being back in the movie theater again. It's really gonna be tight. Then it's gonna be off the hook there.
It's not how I imagined it. That's like a relationship you be with somebody like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You be like, this is not what the fuck I thought.
Yeah, he ready to run after that shit. It's time to fuck out.
I won't apologize for wasting your time because I ain't
mine. It's mine, goddamn it.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
All right. Anyway, we back for another week of Meet Me at the Movies, y'all. Basically, Meet Me at the House. Mad shout out to Netflix because Netflix is hooking us up, man. With some good movies, keeping us entertained while shit is going down. The first picture I want to talk about, I know it is like a year later, and probably everybody has seen it already, but it's still some people that don't see shit. They don't see movies till like 10, 20 years later, Jay. And they ain't seen it. So I just seen it. And I had it on my list for a long time. This picture is called 6 Underground, starring my homeboy Ryan Reynolds, Melanie Laurent, Corey Hawkins, directed by Michael Bay. And Michael Bay is that motherfucker right there because Michael Bay got Transformers and a whole bunch of other hits. Michael Bay always kicking them hits out. He also did Miami Vice over when they made it to a film. And Michael Bay shit be over the top, like action explosions and shit like that there. So 6 Underground, I kept saying I'm gonna see it, and I kept procrastinating, seeing other shit. And this picture was banging from beginning to middle to end. It was so good, I might even watch it again. That's how good that shit was. Jay, did you see 6 Underground?
Yeah, I saw that. I dug it. I had actually started watching that about a month ago, I think. And when you brought it to the table, I picked it back up. Yeah, that was good. I gotta give it like Netflix. These original series are like really they putting some money behind. All right, they got millions of dollars and billions invested in these things and like original series. And they've got really a lot of these things that I see. They got really good Hollywood scripts. I don't know what the protocol is or how they go about finding their product. And also, I think about like how do the actors, do they still get paid what they would get paid like maybe 8 years ago, 7 years, when stuff was in the movies and you couldn't, because it's not illegal to stream.
Mm-mm.
You can stream anything. And see, that's where industry loses movies. That's what they're losing at, because you can stream anything. So they can bootleg your movie, just at a third, they start streaming it in the movie theater, they losing business.
Not like they used to. The streaming it's kind of hard to bootleg films these days. I mean, you can still get a couple, but not all of them gonna get bootleg. It's not as easy as it used to be back in the day when Korea was getting them. They was getting them hard back in the day. Korea was like, your movie came out in a month, it was already on bootleg. Like, I mean, they can still do it, but it's a little bit harder now. But yeah, the 6 Underground was off the hook. I didn't.
Good.
I didn't know it was gonna be that good. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. He's a pretty good actor. He's always got this kind of comedic flow going on.
Yeah. He's also in Deadpool. And
right.
Shit, he in the gang and shit. Ryan Reynolds stay working. That way he stay working. Yeah, he stay working.
No, he played Ant-Man.
No, that's the other dude. That's
oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's another dude. He good too. I like him too.
Play, though?
Who? Ryan Reynolds? Everything. Shit, he was in Ryan Reynolds was in Deadpool. He was in another Marvel picture. Ryan Reynolds a gang picture.
I forgot what he was. I thought he was.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds bad motherfucker. He stayed working. His wife is gorgeous. God damn, his wife is
that kind of all the money they got, your wife should be going. You run around here rich with an ugly bitch. Some motherfucker, something wrong.
Exactly.
Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Yo, listen to me. Congressman, what's his name? James Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
The congressman, they just died.
Yeah, John Lewis.
Yeah, John Lewis.
Mm.
John Lewis, I saw his wife speaking. John Lewis was 80. His wife looked every bit of 45.
Damn, he was knocking her down.
Did you see her?
Nah.
She had on. You would thought that was his daughter.
Damn.
That's what.
Yeah, you got that kind of money. Yeah.
I said, wait a minute. And she was good and you know what I'm saying? So hey, you got that kind of money, and then you have nothing old and ugly and fat. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ain't no wrong fat, but I'm just saying ugly, that's a problem.
Get you something nice and ride out. Look, y'all, hey, I left you. Hey, you know where everything at? You know what I mean?
You know
I love you too, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. You took care of me. Oh my God.
Yeah. Man, shout out to John Lewis, dog. He was that dude, man. He was that dude. Civil rights to now. That's respect, bro. That's a long time to be around, brother. That's good. That's good money right there. Yeah, that's good. That's good money.
He was like, and he went through that.
Yeah, he went through it.
Years old when he was marching with them in Selma, man. That is something to be. That's huge.
That's respect.
That's huge. And then he went on the Congress like that. That's huge.
That's respect. I like that.
Because you know what? Martin Luther King was supposed to do that.
He would have did that too.
Right. He was supposed to be the first Supreme Court, you know what I'm saying, like third good.
Yeah.
He supposed to have been Martin Luther King was supposed to have been shit, man.
Yeah, that'd have been Martin Luther King's job.
He would have been president about motherfucking 20 years ago, probably.
Yeah, he'd have been up in that piece for real. Oh, I'm sorry. We almost got caught up once again. The next picture we got to talk about is the remix. The remix is actually a documentary by Lisa Cortez and Farrah X. Wow, this shit took me to the 90s hard, man. I almost had a moment. I was watching, there's a lot of designers up in there. I know from April Walker. I know April. Like April Walker used to give my boy Derek Fox clothes all the time back in the day. She used to clothes the hip hop community back in the day. Puffy first baby mama, what's her name? Misa. I remember Misa from back in the day. So it was like a homage of the 90s of watching how black fashion made an impact in the 90s, from the Jabot jeans, Sean Johns, and the designers. It was just dope. That was a dope ass era. The 90s was a dope era of hip hop and great clothing. So if you ain't see it, you need to check it out. Once again, that came out in 2019, so I'm late again, but check that out. Did you see it, Jay, the remix?
Yeah, I did. I checked it out. I dug it. I am always interested in entrepreneurship, especially black entrepreneurship.
Ownership.
So anything, so any information that I can ingest that speaks to black entrepreneurship, I always encourage others to follow suit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I dug it. And that was very interesting on how hip hop created so much wealth for African Americans, you know, at that time, and continues to generate wealth for African Americans as well.
Hell yeah.
I dug it. And I would say that any color, race, or creed would enjoy this thing called the remix.
It's basically homework. It's homework that a lot of people probably don't know about, on how black designers was kicking some ass in the 90s with Kalkanai, Cross Colors. They was kicking some ass in the 90s. They was making a lot of money. And the problem with that is that a lot of the guys and girls, they sold out, meaning that they sold their company. And the one thing about it is about when you get a brand, you build it. Don't sell it. Keep that motherfucker. I remember the first brother to make a shitload of, not one of the top first people to make a shitload of money off of his brand was Famous Amos. Remember Famous Amos cookies back in the day?
Yeah.
And as soon as he blew up, he sold the company, and you ain't never seen the Famous Amos cookie ever again. I ain't seen the Famous Amos no damn wherever that. And he's gone. He was kicking Oreos in the ass. He was 10 Oreos, Fig News, fucking Fig. Don't give me some Famous Amos. It was a Jamaican brother with the cookies and the almonds and raisins, all kind of shit in that damn cookie. That shit was like eating Woo, the baby tears. It was delicious. And then they bought them out. We never seen that motherfucker again.
Yo, I had an aunt, man.
We all had an aunt. I said we all had an aunt. What your aunt do?
Oh,
Get to the meat.
She could make these cookies from scratch.
Oh shit!
With peanut butter and M&Ms and chocolate chips. Yo, it was. She should have went on the market with it, man. You know what I'm saying? She was a beautiful.
A lot of black folks should have went to market on their stuff. Yeah, a lot of black folks should have.
And she was a beautiful person. I was younger, so we know who's beautiful and who ain't beautiful, even when you're young. But but she's a beautiful person, and that's my family. You know,
she should have sold some cookies, basically.
She could have put them on cookies. Yeah, you know what I mean. You could have put them on the market.
Exactly. Shit, everybody got an auntie or grandma that made some fabulous shit. Like, yo, grandma, you need to sell this. I ain't selling shit. I'm too old to be making a whole bunch of these goddamn muffins. This is it. My grandmother's make some molasses muffins. Them shits used to be banging. Oh my God, it was delicious. I was like, Grandma, what you put in these muffins? Damn, the muffins is banging. All right, our last picture for the evening, yo, is Fear City, New York versus the New York Mafia. That shit was crazy. The mob was some bad motherfuckers in the 70s and 80s. They was kicking ass, taking name. And what's his name? The mayor at the time. Well, he wasn't the mayor at the time. That was Koch punk ass. He's a mayor. He was a mayor one time. Giuliani.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he got his bones he got his political career off on getting a lot of those mafia dudes locked up.
Over here.
Fucking bones over here.
Hey, you
freaking Tony.
Yo, make my fucking bones of you a fucking nothing. You a fucking nothing. Make my fucking bones over here. Hey, Louie, you fucking off, you fuck. You, fuck you.
What are you gonna do over here, huh? What are you gonna do over here, huh? I love Italian cats. Those are cool motherfuckers, bro. Yo, but they did a lot of wild shit in the 70s and 80s. And they was making some good money till they got a little too greedy and then shit just went haywire. But that's in anything, man. Like they was making some good money doing they fizzle. And you got too greedy and they had to shut them down. But damn good documentary. I tell everybody to go check it out. It's gonna have you like this it's not that long. You'll think like maybe 3 episodes. It's it's like a limited series. It's real short. But it's very interesting. Definitely check it out. About 70s and 80s. And them dudes are some wild dudes, man. Dressed good, made a lot of money, man. But but they got shut down doing that crazy shit. Did you see it, Jay?
Yeah, checked it out. It is to my that version of that whole thing the mob life or whatever, focused primarily on the takedown of the New York mafia.
Yeah.
Over the course of, it looked like in the 70s when New York began to build enormously to what it is now. The mob had ties in it, had a hand in it. But I noticed how it only focused on New York because the mob you have in Vegas.
Chicago, it was all over the place.
And it is understood that the mob have been in operation for over 100 years.
Yep.
In this country, so they didn't speak to how the mob, would finance Hollywood studios, how the mob candidates running for president, LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, certain
John F. Kennedy. They got John F. Kennedy. They got John F. Kennedy in office, and then they did him dirty.
So they didn't focus on how far the hand of the Italian mob stretched across this country and outside of the country as well. So they didn't focus on all of that. So I dug it. It was interesting. Yeah, I dug it. But I just, I have a knowledge of the mob being a much more of a conglomerate.
Hell yeah.
Than it is now. I mean, listen, like this. This government fears anything that can become bigger than them. Check this out. Many years ago, you had Rockefeller and you had Andrew Carnegie,
J.P. Morgan.
Yeah, J.P. Morgan. And, in Rockefeller in 1929, the Great Recession hit, Rockefeller bought all of the smaller oil companies out and bought them all out. They were struggling. They couldn't make it. They needed to eat. He cutting checks up, and he became this huge conglomerate. Now, over time, he became so large that the government started chasing him down so they can sit him in acquisition at the Supreme Court, and say, listen. So what happened is eventually that over time, they forced him to break his company up. Right, they forced him. That's where mobile came from, because you can't be in this country with that. You understand? That's the thing, you can't have one. So now check out what's going on now.
It's a monopoly. You mean you can't have a monopoly. You can't be the one running everything. Right. It's not a monopoly.
But check out what's going on now. I mean, right now as we speak, you got Google, Facebook, and Amazon are in the Supreme Court recently. They trying to do the same thing. They trying to break Amazon up because it's so big and it's one owner.
Yeah, you can't have one owner. That's a monopoly.
They try to break Facebook up.
Yeah.
It's one owner.
Can't have Google, that. You gotta have one.
It's one of they trying to break. Those are the three most powerful fucking Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp.
Yeah, you can't have one person run everything. It's gonna get monotonous. So you have to have other people. We've been outlawed that shit. We outlawed that shit like in the not we, but they outlawed that. I'm thinking like it's maybe like late 50s or 60s. They started to outlaw because you can't have a monopoly. Like at one time they had one airline, which was TWA, and they was getting all the flights. And they was like, hey, motherfucker, what about, what are other airlines? Why they can't get no flights? What's going on? So they had to, and I learned about that when I saw, what's the name of that movie? The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio, the story about Howard Hughes. And he was like, how could you be only one airline? That's not fair. Like, what about other airlines? You know what I'm saying? Like, you the only one's going to be able to go overseas and come back. What about other airlines? So they broke that shit up. Thank God.
Well, that's the whole point of government. The definition, to govern. You got in the airport they have cars that ride around. They have governors on those cars, meaning that you can only go to 20. If they set it at 25 miles an hour, you cannot go past the govern, whatever it's set for. Okay. It's called the governor. It governs the speed on the car at the airport.
Okay.
So you ain't gonna be at the airport down there with all the planes. We crazy. Driving 300 miles an hour because you ain't going no faster than 40.
Gotcha. So, all right, y'all. Well, listen. We want to thank everybody for checking us out. This episode is of Fear City on Netflix. I'd say check it out. Jay, you say check it out, Fear City?
Yeah, I'm gonna say check it out, Fear City. I'm gonna just say that you cut me off very abruptly, and I
had to. We going too long, brother. We gotta do some things today. I got a show today, so I gotta get out of here in a little bit. Also, we have the remix. Love that damn picture. Brought me back to the 90s. I was feeling it. Wow, took me back to the 90s. I was loving it. Took me back to the Def Comedy Jam days. Oh man, I almost had a moment when I was watching that picture. I loved it. Did you check it out? Did you love it?
Which one was that?
I like it. The remix.
What?
The remix. Did you love it, like it? It was like, it's all right.
The remix, you know what? Yeah. You know what? I liked it. It was good. I dug it. I really
it's only an hour though.
I'm a history information buff anyway, so anything heavily dealing with nostalgia. And that was like our era, I'm a little bit older than you, but that was still our era, so to speak. So it's always interesting to know how things and people evolved to that is the evolution in it played a place in shaping who we are as a people right now in 2020.
There you go.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, J Comedian, Sing Meeting.
We forgot about the other picture, Jay, which was 6 Underground. Six Underground.
6 Underground.
Yeah,
Yo,
classic.
it was crazy.
Take it out.
It was 6 Underground, and I think because I think it was like 6 people underground. I think that's why they named it, because like I think it was it 6 or 7?
It was. Hold on, the black dude from
Underground.
Now I think it was 6. It was Ryan Reynolds, the black dude that played Dr. Dre from Straight Outta Compton, the skinny white girl, the super skinny white girl, the crazy dude, and the jumping dude. Yeah, it was 6. It was 6. The dude that was doing all the flips and climbing buildings with his hands, that was a bad motherfucker. I liked him. He was dope. And the Spanish dude, he was crazy as hell. I like that dude. He's crazy as hell.
Yeah, it was cool.
He was crazy. I'm gonna check that shit out.
I dug it.
I'm gonna check it out again.
So if you like action and you like adventure, with a sprinkle of fantasy, you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Mm-hmm. What's it called again?
6 Underground.
6 Underground is your man.
There you go. That's some shit right there you want to see. Smoke some, drink some, and watch that and enjoy and have a great time. Once again, I'm comedian Kool Bubba Ice.
J Comedian Sing Meeting. Man, we are.
Meet me at the movie. There you go. All right, we thank y'all for joining us. You can check me out on Instagram under Kool Bubba Ice with a K. And Jay?
J Comedian, Jay Comedian 12. Jay. Facebook, Jay Comedian. That's it. Instagram, Jay Comedian 12. Facebook, Jay Comedian. I have 3 pages, so just add to wherever you can, just get in where you fit in.
Yeah, I got 2 pages. I got 2 pages. I got 2 Facebook pages. One with Kool Bubba Ice and the one with the government name and Kool Bubba Ice. And the one with the government name and Kool Bubba Ice is full. But the other page, the other Kool Bubba Ice page is a couple of slots left open. But everybody just follow me on Instagram. I post stuff on both. So you can follow me more on Instagram than anything. I'm trying to get some more Instagram followers. And please follow us. Meet me at the movies on Instagram right now. We on there right now. Follow us on Instagram, and you follow us on YouTube as well. Kool Bubba Ice and Jay on YouTube right now, and Meet Me at the Movies on Instagram. Meet Me at the Movies on Facebook, and Meet Me at the Movies on YouTube. So follow us on all 3 of them. Subscribe to the channel, please. We need more subscriptions. We need more subscribers. We're trying to get 1 million. All right, and we need some sponsors. If you got a drinking company, some food, anything, you want some sponsorship, want to talk about your spot, hit us up, DM us, and we'll shout you out. You know what I mean? Support your business. All right? We out. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button. Let us know how you feel about it. Also, if you like our reviews, you can agree or disagree. In the meantime, subscribe to our channel. Go and hit that subscribe button as well. So this is why you can be notified the next time a show will be coming up next. All right. Yay. Hey, if you need your taxes done, make sure you hit up Q&D Accountant. They're the best tax people in the world right about now. Also call them at 973-951-8527. That's 973-951-8527. You can also email them at qndincometax.com. Also remember, the filing date has moved up to July the 15th. So now you have until July 15th to file your taxes. And remember, if you want to get that stimulus check, make sure you have filed for 2018 and 19 so you can get that stimulus check. All right? And make sure you let them know that you got this information from Meet Me at the Movies. Yay. Bye-bye. Peace out, y'all, and get them taxes.